Hello viewers of Nltv, I'm Rinki Gogoi and welcome to Nltv News Now. First the headlines. The Vice President NDPP Youth Organization Central Vika SIA speaks on the allegations against NDPP Nagaland advisors Bongkau Konyak and Medo Yoka. IA said that the backdoor has only one face and it needs to be uprooted. The government of Assam decides to withdraw all COVID-19 restrictions in the state from February 15. The Chief Minister of Assam, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, said that all COVID-19 curbs that will be lifted. Voting for assembly seats in Goa, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh underway. In the second phase of the ongoing assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh, a voter turnout of 23.03% was reported till 11 a.m., while Uttarakhand records 18.9, 26.63 voters turnout for Goa assembly polls. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister pays homage to the CRPF personnel who lost their lives in a terrorist attack on their convoy in Pulwama in 2019. In his message, PM says the martyrs' bravery and supreme sacrifice motivate every Indian to work towards a strong and prosperous country. Indian Space Research Organization launches PSLV C-52 EOS-04 from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. ISRO announces a successful deployment of all 3 satellites. Let's see news in details. The president of NDPP, Vika IA, on Friday alleged that the advisors of Duda Bongkau Konyak and advisors for technical education's DEPT Medo Yoka of having a bombshell WhatsApp conversation related to the appointment of a candidate, K. Anki Konyak, as a lecturer in the technical education department. Nltv on Sunday interviewed the vice president NDPP Youth Organization Central Vika SIA on the social media allegations against NDPP Nagaland advisors Bongkau Konyak and Medo Yoka. IA said that backdoor has only one face and it needs to be uprooted. He further said that the screenshots are solid evidence of the backdoor appointments. However, the advisors made no comments on the RPP's allegations in the last 48 hours. Furthermore, IA claimed that it was very necessary to know the advisor's point of view to understand the actual truth.
Any appointment that is done without advertisement is backdoor. And backdoor needs to stop. Be it whichever government it is, backdoor is backdoor. Backdoor cannot have two faces. Backdoor has only one face. Backdoor is backdoor. We have seen the story from the RPP. I have seen even the interview given by our RPP president. We have seen their story. We have heard their story. We are yet to hear even a word from both the advisors. So until had the advisors, both the advisors given their view, and we have seen the RPP's view, from there as a concerned public, we can understand where this situation is standing. But very unfortunate, we are yet to even get one word from both the advisors. So I think before the two advisors give their view, if I give them, because the issues matters with them, lies with them, it's between RPP thing and both advisors. So it will not be proper for me to give ahead of and give comments ahead of these two advisors. So I think, on my personal opinion, backdoor is backdoor. I have seen the screenshot and all. So looking at the story, looking at the issues, it looks like backdoor. But it's good if we can know the real. If tomorrow both the advisors comes and this is fact, and if the advisors demands inquiry, then it's not good to. I wish I could have given this my view or give opinion once the two advisors, at least one of them brings out the story to counter, because I think both of them has not yet it's been quiet for at least now 48 hours, in spite of all these allegations. So I love to listen to their opinion first when it comes to this matter.
A career guidance program was held for the students preparing for UPSC and PSC, CAPF and other departmental exams at Longdong Baptist Church, Noklak on Sunday. Notably, the initiative was a combined effort of district administrations, district office, church members and the civil societies. It is to be mentioned that the career guidance and counseling was given by EAC Katila, EAC Mary Shan, Headmistress Chongting Christian High School and Dr. Pritpal Kaur, SP Noklak. Earlier, invocation was read by Youth Pastor Lutso, Longdong Baptist Church, Noklak Town.
Amount of coaching or no amount of career guidance or seminar is going to help us if we are not willing to work towards our dreams. And likewise, no amount of troubles, setbacks or struggles in life can stop you if you are willing to work for your dreams. So based on that, I'm just going to divide my time into part A and B. And in the first part, I'm going to just give you some practical tips. And these practical tips, ito khali NPSC exam dibule khan karne hoy. All the young people sitting here. You may be in class 5, you may be in class 6, apni class 10 level ho pare, 11, 12. These are tips that will apply to you. These are tips that you can start applying to your life if you still have not. Okay? So, the first practical tip, and I would advise you to write it down if you have a pen and paper, or you can use your mobile phone also, okay, to note them down. And the first practical tip I would like to tell you, and this is also a repetition of what Sir Mirishan told us, read the syllabus and make a daily routine. This is very important even for school students, okay? Make a daily routine. Itya start koribi. Apne bhabe thaki wo class 5 6 dekha ase to moi garne important no hai na.
Nagaland on Sunday reported a total of 23 new COVID-19 cases, with the active cases standing at 465. Out of 465 active cases in the state, 330 are asymptomatic, 123 mild, 8 moderate on oxygen, 3 in ICU and 1 in ICU on ventilator. Notably, Kohima reported the maximum with 12 cases, followed by Dimapur with 10 cases. Among the other districts, Mokokchung reported 1 case. Furthermore, the state's cumulative recoveries have increased to 32,508, while the death toll increased to 748 with 2 fresh fatalities on Sunday. The government of Assam has decided to withdraw all COVID-19 restrictions in the state from February 15. The Chief Minister of Assam, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, on Sunday said that all the COVID-19 curbs that will be lifted include night curfew, mandatory COVID-19 testing facilities at airports, railway stations and hospitals, social religious gatherings, etc. The minister, taking down to Twitter, mentioned that a detailed notification will be released on February 14. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, along with the rest of the country, on Monday paid homage to the Central Reserve Police Force personnel killed in the Pulwama 2019 terror attack. PM Modi, while taking down to Twitter, called their outstanding service to the nation and mentioned that their bravery and supreme sacrifice motivates every Indian to work towards a strong and prosperous country. While the Union Home Minister mentioned that the nation will always be indebted to their sacrifice and that their bravery will continue to inspire the nation to outroot terrorism. Meanwhile, a tribute was also paid to the CRPF personnel in Jammu and Kashmir's Letopora. It is to be mentioned that the attack on the CRPF convoy took place in Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama district on February 14, 2019, in which 40 personnel were killed. Notably, a suicide bomber had rammed an explosive-laden vehicle into the bus. The convoy has 78 buses in which around 2,500 personnel were traveling from Jammu to Srinagar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday met former Kenyan Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga and expressed his commitment to further strengthening the India-Kenya relations. Odinga, who is currently in India on a private visit, met Prime Minister Modi, who expressed his happiness at being able to meet the Kenyan leader after almost 3.5 years. Notably, Prime Minister Modi recollected his multiple interactions with Odinga since 2008 in both India and Kenya as well. The latter supported a vibrant Gujarat summit in 2009 and 2012. According to the PMO, the two leaders also discussed other issues of mutual interest, while PM Modi also conveyed his best wishes to Odinga for his good health and future endeavors. Voting for assembly seats in Goa, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh have started. Notably, the voting for the second phase of Uttar Pradesh assembly polls are being held in 9 districts of Saharanpur, Bijnor, Moradabad, Sambhal, Rampur, Amora, Badaun, Bareilly and Shahjahanpur for 55 assembly seats and will continue till 6 p.m. There are around 586 candidates in UP, out of which 69 are women candidates. Meanwhile, the voting for Uttarakhand's 70 assembly seats across 13 districts commenced from 8 a.m., whereby more than 81 lakh voters will decide the fate of 632 candidates. Furthermore, the voting for Goa also began, whereby as many as 301 candidates are in the fray for 40 assembly seats. Notably, Goa reported 26.63% voter turnout till 11 a.m., while Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh reported 18.97% and 23.03% voter turnout respectively till 11 a.m. Indian Space Research Organization on Monday morning launched PSLV C-52 EOS-04 from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. India's polar satellite launch vehicle PSLV C-52 injected Earth observation satellite EOS-04 into an intended sun-synchronous polar orbit of 529 kilometers altitude at 6:17 a.m. from Satish Dhawan Space Center. Notably, the 4-stage rocket lifted off with a student satellite Inspires at and a spacecraft dubbed INSAT 2DT, that is a precursor of a joint India-Bhutan mission in the future. Amid cheers in mission control, the launch director announced that all 3 satellites were successfully deployed.
0. Stage performance First stage performance is according to the expectations. 4 strap-ons were grounded and 2 more strap fire is close to 9,100 kilonewtons. 0. Stage performance First stage performance is according to the
Bharatiya Janata Party candidate S.R. Ladher was injured during canvassing when an unknown person attacked him in Ludhiana on Sunday evening. S.R. Ladher, a 1991 batch IAS officer making his debut in electoral politics, was injured and the glass of his car was broken. Personal assistant of Vladimir Jatin said that while they were returning from Keri village, some unknown persons started sloganeering, stopped their car and attacked them. Police sources said that Vladimir was rushed to civil hospital in Ludhiana for treatment and did not have an external injuries. According to the sources, the protesters claimed to belong to farm unions and were against canvassing of votes. India on Monday reported 34,113 fresh COVID-19 cases, while the active cases stood at 4,78,882, showed the health minister's data. Furthermore, a total of 91,930 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, taking the cumulative recoveries to 4,16,77,641. As per the Health Ministry's data, the national COVID-19 recovery rate now stands at 97.68%. Social activist Anna Hazare has decided to suspend his proposed hunger strike against Maharashtra government's wine policy after receiving a letter from the secretary of the concerned department in which he assured that people's decision will be considered before implementing the policy. Earlier, Hazare had announced an indefinite hunger strike from February 14 over the Maharashtra government's decision to sell wine in supermarkets and walk-in stores. He had written a letter to the Maharashtra Chief Minister announcing the hunger strike. Notably, Maharashtra government cleared a proposal to sell wine in markets and walk-in stores across the state at a flat annual licensing fee of Rs 5,000. According to the state cabinet, the decision aimed at ensuring a more accessible marketing channel for Indian wineries. Life Insurance Corporation of India has its draft share sale papers with the markets regulator Securities and Exchange Board of India. With this, the state-run insurer is one step closer to becoming the biggest Indian initial public offering ever. According to the draft red herring prospectus, about 31.6 crore shares are on offer, representing 5% equity of LIC. The face value of the equity shares is Rs 10. The offer has been authorized by the resolution of the LIC board dated February 11, 2022. Legendary singer Lata Mangeshkar's ashes were immersed in Nashik a few days back. However, the late iconic singer's brother Hridayannath, her niece Rachna and nephew Aditnath had kept half the legend's ashes to be immersed into the Arabian Sea. This had been decided on the day Lataji passed away on February 6, 2022. The Nightingale of India, Lata Mangeshkar, died on February 6 due to multiple organ failure at Mumbai Hospital, where she was admitted after contracting COVID-19. Indian vice-captain KL Rahul and all-rounder Akshar Patel will miss the upcoming 3 T20Is against West Indies in Kolkata starting on February 16. Ruturaj Gaikwad, who has recovered completely from COVID-19, and Deepak Hooda have been named as their replacements in India's 18-member squad. Rahul sustained an upper left hamstring strain while fielding during the second ODI on Wednesday. The injury also prevented his participation in Friday's final ODI. Akshar is recovering from COVID-19 and is in his final stage of rehabilitation, as per a BCCI statement. Akshar was the only member from India's T20I squad who hadn't joined India's extended biosecure bubble in Ahmedabad. Both Akshar and Rahul will head to the National Cricket Academy in Bengaluru for further management of their injuries. Government of India has decided to yet again ban 54 more Chinese apps and impose their threat to India's sovereignty and security. The 54 Chinese apps include Beauty Camera, Equalizer and Bass Booster, Camcard for Salesforce Entertainment, Isoland 2, Ashes of Time Light, Viva Video Editor, Tencent Driver, AppLog, Dual Space Light, among others. Earlier in June last year, India banned 59 Chinese mobile applications, which included social media platforms such as TikTok and WeChat, keeping in view the threat to the nation's security. Notably, the majority of the apps banned in the June 2029 order were red-flagged by intelligence agencies over concerns that were collecting user data and possibly also sending them outside. The action came after 20 Indian soldiers and an unspecified member of Chinese soldiers were killed during violent clashes in Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh amid border tensions with China. Ukraine's president played down intensified warnings of a possible Russian invasion within days, saying that he had to see convincing evidence, even as the US warned Sunday of more Russian troops pressing closer to Ukraine's borders, and some airlines cancelled or diverted flights there. The Ukrainian leader's repeated statements urging calm among his people. US officials have warned Zelensky that in recent days that Russia could be planning to invade as soon as midweek. According to a US official familiar with the findings, the US picked up intelligence saying that Russia is looking at Wednesday as a target date. The White House said President Joe Biden would talk later in the day with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Rafael Leao fired AC Milan top of Serie on a Sunday with the only goal in a 1-0 win over Sampdoria, which allowed his side to overtake champions Inter. Pool kept that pressure on Premier League leaders Manchester City as Fabinho sealed a 1-0 win over Burnley, while Tottenham's top 4B suffered a fresh blow in a 2-0 loss to Wolves on Sunday. Mumbai City FC produced a dominating display to beat Odisha FC 4-1 in the Indian Super League match in Margao on Sunday. LeBron James became NBA's all-time leading scorer after breaking Lakers legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record for the most combined points in the regular season and playoffs in NBA history. James passed up Lakers legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the third quarter when he drained a three-point attempt against the Warriors. The 18-time All-Star broke the record in 1,616 games, and Abdul-Jabbar played 1,797 games during his Hall of Fame career. Abdul-Jabbar still holds the all-time record for most points scored in the regular season, and James is only 1,861 points behind that mark. He's currently 402 points away from tying Karl Malone's mark of 36,928 points for second place. Thank you, viewers of Nagaland TV. That's all from Nltv News now. For more updates, keep watching Nltv Sob Manalagawas.